Number 4 is Sebastian via Instagram. Can you break down and explain your entire talk show content strategy? Okay, so the entire strategy behind my talk show content strategy is creating 100 pieces of content per week in 45 minutes, okay? And then I'm done. Now, the reason it's came about is I actually personally deleted all my social media accounts a few years ago. I actually hate consuming social media. I think it causes entrepreneurs more problems than it does good. Everyone's in comparison mode, and the shiny object syndrome everyone talks about is largely led because they're getting pulled in all different directions, and subconsciously they can't always control the urges to go in different directions. They make them doubt themselves. Like, entrepreneurship is hard enough without having 50 to 100 people every single day telling you should do something different in your inbox, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's really how this method's come about. So step 1 is you create a talk show, right? So your talk show is something that you obviously is your level of expertise. You really got to identify what you want your current listeners to get out of it. So there's multiple different formats you can do this in, like I'm doing now, answering listeners and audience questions. You can get a guest on. You could literally have a potential client or whatever ring you live on Zoom or StreamYard for 45 minutes and literally interview you and let them offload all their problems and you just simply answer them. There's multiple different ways that you can do this, okay? So that is number 1. You've got to create the show. Number 2 is then editing and distribution systems. So this talk show I'm doing now, as soon as I leave here, memory card into my laptop, upload to Google Drive. I have a virtual assistant video editor who I pay $400 a month, who then will then chop down this content and edit it, okay? And then we'll upload that back to Google Drive. And they'll mark on Monday.com board, tick, complete. From then, my social media community manager and distribution virtual assistant picks it up from Monday.com, uses Hootsuite, and literally deploys that across 6 social media channels and schedules it for the week. Now, there's also a graphic designer worked into that who does the thumbnails for YouTube as well, okay? And they all work off the Monday.com board. So just to recap, talk show, we've now edited and distributed it across all social platforms. Now, number 3 is then getting eyeballs to the content. A lot of people view organic as just free content, and it is, of course, it is free. But the way I look at it, you are going through all the effort of creating content. If you truly believe you're the best at what you do, which I believe you are, if you're watching this, if you're watching this now and you have to back yourself and believe you are, you have a duty, literally a duty to get as many eyeballs on that piece of content as possible to help as many people. And also when you let go of focusing on ego metrics like likes, comments, followers, engagement, all that sort of stuff, and you just purely focus on helping people and getting them into a lead, then obviously helping them further with your package, program, whatever it is that you are selling, okay? You then also, you don't really mind if one bit of content doesn't get as many likes, so you're not even seeing it. It's not even affecting you, right? So step 3 is traffic. Now there's a few ways that we do this. First of all, we do use some paid platforms to grow our social media channels on autopilot. For example, we use Plixie for Instagram, we use Amfluence for Twitter, we use A1 Republic for Instagram growth as well, and TikTok growth. We use ProVidGate for YouTube and a bunch of other different tools that just work in the background and essentially get more eyeballs on our content. They're not that expensive. Some start from $49 a month, some go to a couple of $100 a month. But essentially just get more eyeballs on our content. Once we've got eyeballs on the content, any positive interactions, a virtual assistant inside my account will then go ahead and positively, interact with that person back and send them value add message with a link to the 32-page strategy document, or this masterclass, or the talk show, okay? And we'll just have a value add conversation and give them more value to try and get them then to become a lead. So that's really step 3 in terms of the traffic. And again, there's more that goes into that, but I'm just trying to do it in a brief enough walkthrough for you. And step 4 is then sale and scale. So how you then nurture that lead over the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months with your talk show content. So every week they're seeing you, every day they're seeing you. They can't get you out of the head. You're providing so much more value and expertise rather than just a boring mission post or whatever authentic posts that people post these days all over social media, right? You're standing out because you're literally not hiding your expertise and being able to show it in a natural, authoritative format like this, okay? So with sale and scale, what our process is this. Someone becomes a lead, they go to the masterclass, they get the doc, they're now ready to apply. They apply, they hit the criteria, so it's sent them through to a thank you page. They now cannot book a sales call. Okay, I don't have anyone book sales calls. I don't have a sales rep, and I don't take sales calls as such. Okay, so once they have now submitted the application, what happens from here is I will personally, or my assistant will personally review the application. If we like the application, we send them typically 2 extra questions to answer, check they're happy, they know the price, they know what we do, all that sort of stuff. And once they're happy and confirm they're fine with the price and they understand what it is and we're happy with their application, I then send them a link to like a 20-minute onboarding call where we literally jump on the call. Hey, yeah, ask any questions you want. Cool. As I went through on the message, this is what we do. Are you ready to start? Yes. And then we go from there. Typically, it's like a nearly 100% show up rate and like an 80% plus close rate because they've gone through the whole process. They've got the value. They know the price and they know the whole, they're turning up to that call knowing it's an onboarding call. Okay. So that's literally the whole strategy broken down. Again, there's a doc down. I'll probably link it down below this video and you can literally go and get it. It's completely free with templates, tools, all that sort of stuff. And you can see that in a lot more depth. But that is my talk show strategy in a nutshell as such. If you enjoyed this video and you're an expert or consultant who truly knows you're the best at what you do, but you're not being perceived that way and you're stuck in the mass market personal branding dogfight, then click below to learn how to create 100 plus unforced piece of content per week, less than 45 minutes, and closing 5K to 50K consultant deals within 7 days off the back of it. Look, I hate free training, hidden sales pitches everywhere online as much as you do, so it's not one of these at all. I give you all the done-for-you templates, tools, and a 30-minute live walkthrough of the strategy. There's no obligation to work with us or even apply, but I really hope it's helpful. Hope you enjoy this next video up here. Subscribe and look forward to catching you soon.